All right, all right, all right. Grand greetings out there to all of you all. This is the goddess Giselle the She Boss, all right, and this is another episode of Queen of Quality Empire coming to you live and in effect, all right. So welcome. If this is your first time joining me, tuning in on my YouTube channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, and press that bell for notifications for when I'll be dropping the latest videos, all right. Don't want you to miss out on all this hot sauce that I got coming to you, all this boss sauce I got coming to you, all the spiritual sauce I got coming to you. All right, so today let's see. We're gonna get down to business. Before I get into it, like I said, go ahead and drop down below, hit that subscribe button. This is the Queen of Quality Empire channel. On this channel, I focus on bringing you all kind of fundamental knowledge that can help you exceed and get you the steps to success. All right, because what we're focusing on over here on this channel is generational wealth, empire building, and financial freedom, you know what I'm saying, to be able to solidify ourselves, our families, and generations to come, so that we could just start back building up our legacies and our, our castles, our kingdoms, our queendoms, our whatever, our empires, like I said, our royal lineage. We can honor that, you know what I'm saying, we get back to where we used to be. I think that this is it's just like such a good time of existence. It's a good time to be alive. A lot of things are transitioning right now, and I feel like if you are here and you're experiencing life right now, this is a blessing. So if you're not doing everything you can to take advantage of the opportunities that are presenting themselves in front of you, then I suggest that you definitely continue to follow me on this page, but think about joining my 90-day self-help, self-check challenge, all right? And this is a challenge that I advise anybody who follows me to just go ahead and get started on, because I'm telling you, this can really help improve and change your life. And I'm not just saying this because it's something that I created, okay? Of course not. I'm telling you what I know. I mean, like literally, you can do this challenge at any time of the year. I did this challenge last year on October the 1st because I wanted to do it for 90 days and I wanted to be a new, better version of myself the day that New Year's Day got here. All right. And when I did that, I really focused and honed in on things I wanted to magnify and manifest this year. I noticed that I feel like for the first time ever, I had much more success than I've ever had. And it's really because I started sticking to the script. I started sticking to the guidelines. I started sticking to the boundaries. I started sticking to the morals, and I started sticking to the perspectives that I have, the views that I have, the understanding that I have, and the knowledge that I have about what I know. Um, Sometimes, we know more than what we actually apply in real life, and I think it's because that we've had so many things in our life allow us to not have to deal with life and handle things head on. So we decide, or we allow ourselves to get complacent, get stuck, and get comfortable in the situation where we're at, and we never get back to that place where we are thriving again, because we feel like we've gotten too old and that life is over, and like, an old dog can't learn new tricks. But I'm here to tell you that that is farthest from the truth. And I want you to know that you can really do this shit. And so I'm just here to motivate the great and not the hate. I am here to inspire and encourage those of you out there who really want to better yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, just have a better existence, a better means of just ownership, just, you know what I'm saying, enjoying life. Like, and it's not just about ownership, but it really is, because without getting this ownership state of mind, you are like, it's kind of like in a world where you need to have something. If you don't have any claim to fame, aka assets, you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm calling claim to fame. I'm not talking about popularity. I'm just giving you something to compare to, so that you can understand. If you don't have something that you can call your own and say, yes, that's mine, I own that, and you don't have the proper documentation, then you haven't implemented the steps and process to get it right, or even thought about looking for a way out of the old situation that you're in order to transition into a new situation that will produce better results for you. this is the channel that you need to follow, right? And if you're a woman of color in business, I welcome you. I thank you. Go ahead on over to the website and click to sign up for the email list and to schedule a business assessment call to see if you qualify for government contracting programs, all right? Because right now the government is giving out funds, money to women of business, women of color in business. I'm sorry, I always get that confused. Women of color in business, all right? Um, and this is a way that I just feel like you can use things that people have told you was a setback or a roadblock or something like that, or an obstacle that you couldn't get around. Now is the time to utilize your regressions for your transgressions and get it popping, all right? Because of your skin color, the government is trying to give you that check. But if you don't have your paperwork in order, if you don't have your documentation in order, if you are not administered on paper and officiated on paper, there's no money for you. All right. So you're leaving millions and gazillions and billions of dollars on the table. All right. So that's what I got for y'all today, man. I ain't gonna talk about it too much, but anyway, going over to the website, sign up for the consultation, and let's get you popping. All right. So boom. Today we are talking about the goddessy, man. We're gonna talk about it. OG status. This is one of my claims to fame, and I just want to be the first to sit here and make sure I put it out there because I feel like someone might come for my throne. And I hate for someone to come for my throne. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be the first to make sure I put it out there. The difference between what some of these goddess energies is. And while I'm thinking about it, I really want to put my crown on while I talk about this. I'm sure I got a crown or two around here because I always keep a crown around here. What you think? Let's get it? All right. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Sometimes you just have to establish your authority, okay? And if don't nobody show up for you, make sure you show up for yourself. People out here waiting for somebody to speak up for them on their behalf. I ain't gonna wait for nobody to speak up on me. I say what I mean and mean what I say. All right, because I always keep a crown or two. And before I get deep into it, let me go ahead and give a shout out to the sponsors of this video at the one and only Goddessy website. All right. And if you are interested, we definitely have some crowns over there as well, in silver and in gold. All right. This is a silver one, but I am going to put on the gold one. All right. So I like to wear my crown when I talk because I feel like my crowns give me, I feel the power. You know what I mean? All right. Oh, there we go. Wait a minute. Wait. No, let me see. All right. Now, let me just say this, give a disclaimer. I don't need anyone to fix my crown. I can fix my own crown. But that took time to even learn how to do as well. And I'm here to help some of you other ladies figure out and learn how to do this. All right. And I'm going to do you one up and provide you a step-by-step process on how to accomplish this. Because this is important stuff. All right. I just want to make it clear. This is not a game. This is not the test time. This is not the tryouts. This is not auditions. It is time to play the motherfucking game. All right. It's time to get it popping. All right. Now, for real, we're not even playing games. I don't even play no games. This shit right here is for real, for real. And I just want people to understand that It's about focus. It's about your drive. It's about your determination. It's about your belief in yourself, and what you are doing on the outside reflects how you feel about what you're doing on the inside. All right. So make sure that everything that is projecting outside of you reflects who you are on the inside and what you got going on. Once you do that, you get yourself in alignment with self. You check yourself before you wreck yourself, and you get your chakras balanced in a line. You start producing better results. You start getting better outcomes. You start attracting more abundance consistently and eternally. All right. That's the idea, to have it forever. All right. That's what we're trying to work on here. So I'm just going to play a little bit of what I was already talking about before I get ready to finish up, because I started out of audio, but this was getting so good. I wanted to make sure that I get this on film. So I do that from time to time. All right. So here we go. If you're going to try to duplicate my shit, you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to put in the same blood, sweat, and tears that I motherfucking did. Because when nobody here to help me build this shit, when I was goddamn grinding it out and trying to figure it out, going up and down, you know what I'm saying, learning, developing, planning, getting it together. And that's okay, because I wanted to really do it by myself, just so I could say it. So everything that I've learned and everything that I'm about to earn is going to come to me tenfold, because that's what it's supposed to do. I've been working to attract and manifest a big empire in a big situation, not just a bag. Okay, so a bag, me trying to manifest a bag will be me limiting my abilities. You know what I'm saying? To manifest. So it's way bigger than a bag on this end. Just know that. And my efforts and my abilities and stuff that I put in before have caused me for people to steal my shit, because I didn't do what I needed to do to brand it properly and protect it. So I see that people like to steal my sauce or try to duplicate it. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's flattering. Most of the time, the problem with that, with creator or creative minded people, usually people don't want to give you your props if you created something before them. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's not no problem. I've done it too. But when I, and let me say something too. A lot of times, people don't want to give you your props because you haven't put your stamp on it. You feel me? So a lot of times people feel like they can come and take your shit or do your shit or do it better than you or whatever the case is, because you ain't even put your own stamp on it. So that's another thing. You know, you want to make sure that you showing up and showing out and staying consistent and standing on your square and standing behind everything that you stand for. All right. Stand firm on that shit and stand up, never stand down. All right. That's what I got for y'all. Look. I'm just talking shit, but not for real, for real. I've been working to attract and manifest a big empire in a big situation, not just a bag. Okay, so a bag, me trying to manifest a bag will be me limiting my abilities. You know what I'm saying? To manifest. So it's way bigger than a bag on this end. Just know that. And my efforts and my abilities and stuff that I put in before have caused me for people to steal my shit, because I didn't do what I needed to do to brand it properly and protect it. So I see that people like to steal my sauce or try to duplicate it. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's flattering. Most of the time, the problem with that, with creator or creative minded people, usually people don't want to give you your props if you created something before them. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's not no problem. I've done it too. But when I do it to improve the original design. My issue is with people that do it like me. You know what I'm saying? Do the same shit that I do and then try to, go copy it. So that's what I call a carbon copy. You feel me? But I am the original goddess, all right? I am OG Giselda She-Rouse, all right? The original goddess. Original means the first to do it of that. All right, you can fill in the blanks or whatever the case is, but that's basically the rundown and the overall understanding and perspective of what original The word original, the definition of original, the meaning of original. That's just to make it simply understandable for the most simplest minded person out there. Okay, you got to put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for this shit. You can't just go around claiming title of a goddess. The goddess holds weight. Goddess, that word goddess still holds weight. See, a lot of people think that that's a trending topic, so they'll go around and say, "Oh my goddess this, oh my goddess that," but they're not. They're not. Their actions in their life is not reflecting goddess behavior. The things that they're attracting are not a reflection of goddess tendencies. See, people can put on and they can pretend to be this and that and make it seem as if they are, you know what I'm saying, living like this, living like that. But you can kind of tell the way the blessings flow and the way they slow, flow, go, or no. You feel me? Because at any given time, you can kind of see where things are back and forth, up and down. A lot of times people find shortcuts to success. Sometimes they find them intentionally, sometimes they find them accidentally, and sometimes they find them and they work for them, but they never understand how they're really able to do it. So it kind of like fluctuates up and down. And I've definitely been all of the above before. Because before you kind of figure out how to, mainstream it, you gotta like learn. You just gotta learn. You gotta go through that. There's no way to shortcut to success. And I'm telling you, if you don't take the proper steps that it's going to take to make it to success, because you actually got to get. And let me just say this too. Success is the best part about success is the process. All right. So make sure that you understand that, because the learning of it, the going through it, the experiencing it, the ups and downs, the mistakes, the wins, you know what I'm saying, the losses, all of those things are supposed to be, they're supposed to be understood for what they are. Everything has a balance to it, and everything has a cycle and season to it. You feel me? Things are run on systems. So when I say this, the concept behind it is like, for instance, you know that for the most part there are 4 seasons. Now everywhere we know that everywhere on the all of the existing locations of planets and continents and things, land masses, they don't all experience all 4 seasons. Supposedly, allegedly, based on where they're located. Okay. But for whatever reason, they don't receive all 4 seasons. We should really work to understand that, or try to understand that winter comes after fall. You know what I'm saying? Fall comes after summer. Summer comes after spring. And spring comes after fall. All right. And it's just an ongoing cycle. So we already know pretty much wherever you at, you know how the seasons fall. So you know, if you just have fall and summer, or if you just have winter all year long, or whatever case is, you just have fall and winter, you know what the weather's pretty much predominantly like based on where you at. But you also understand that the cycle of it is pretty much the same, ongoing, year after year. So you kind of know what to expect. You know what seasons are coming or not coming. That's pretty much not by coincidence. That's by design. All right. So you can look at that and understand that other things in your life work the same exact way. When things are up, things will, you know what I'm saying, be down as well. They'll go down, they'll come up. The point is, in the downside, you being able to sustain and being able to stay afloat and being able to have cash flow and residual and or what they call passive income, so that you can still, whether you're working or not, you know what I'm saying, you still have other streams of money that's coming in, just to basically supplement for whatever you might not be able to get from your mainstream. All right. But your mainstream should definitely be the biggest paying stream. The idea is to work to create other streams of revenue, and get them built up and established to where the system's producing more money than what you're getting on your mainstream and turning one of your side streams into your mainstream and so on and so forth. That doesn't mean you have to turn your mainstream into an off stream. You might be able to convert over to a side stream, or you may be able to start your own, lane in that industry because you've learned so much from your knowledge. So these are the jewels and the gifts and the things that you're supposed to actually be stacking up on and utilizing later on in life. All right. If you've worked a million jobs in your lifetime and you haven't advanced past the level that you are at or that you started in, or you have plateaued out at some level, and you haven't gone further than that, it's nothing wrong with that, because some people just don't have the drive and the go get itness to go further above and beyond. I have always been the type of person that's never satisfied with settling for where I'm at. I always have wanted to continue to go and rise. I love to see myself evolve. I love to see myself grow. I love to see myself advance. I love to see myself keep achieving things. I love to see myself keeping doing bigger and better and bossed up shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know what the end game is going to be. I'm just enjoying the ride on the way there, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the same type of energy and mindset that I'm trying to spread amongst other people who are, in similar situations to me, or have been through similar situations as me, or and feeling possibly like they can't come up out of that situation. Because I know that dealing with a lot of women, some women have a hard time accepting things about themselves that they just don't like, or what I'm saying, they don't know how to deal with. Depression is real. You know what I'm saying? Neglect is real. Abandonment is real. Those things are real. Struggling financially is real. But I'm telling you, a lot of those things come from your mindset. It's not real outside of you. It's only real inside of you because you're holding on to it and you're focusing on it and accepting it as your reality. Your mind really works to create your reality. And I know that I'm gonna probably do a deeper episode to break this down, but I'll just give you a brief synopsis on it really quickly. I'm gonna break this down. This is the best way that I am able to explain it to people so that they understand it in the simplest terms and really grasp this concept. All right. Because I understand that I see things in a different vision than other people because we are not the same. All right. And I'm not saying that in any like offensive manner, but I just get offended when people try to put themselves in the same category as me and claim they fame the same as me, because I earn my stripes in a totally different way. And I really stand on, what I'm saying, what I say I am. And to me, that goddess energy and level is not something that anybody can just come and say, oh, I'm a goddess. You know what I'm saying? I just don't agree. You feel me? I agree. I think it's levels to this shit. And I do another, episode about that too. Because I just want to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind saying the tough stuff. I don't really care. I don't give a damn, about the popular opinion or vote or anything like that. I don't have anybody to impress and I don't have anybody to appease. So the fact that I'm okay with myself, how I feel, how I think, how I look, the perspective I have, the views, the opinions, I know that I don't have to agree with anybody else and nobody has to agree with me. Got it. Long as you accept yourself for who you are, your individuality, and your, your own thought process, your ability to be able to think. Value your ability to be able to think. Because let me tell you something. Everybody don't have the ability to think. Some people are really running on automated pilots and something else is thinking for them. They're not thinking for themselves. Don't be fooled and alarmed by these zombies that you see walking around here with no thought processing and no cognitive awareness. All right. If you don't know what that word means, look it up. All right. It's very important to the fundamentals of the functioning of your mind. If your cognitive focus is tapped out, in addition to your pineal gland being calcified, you gotta have some issues. You're not gonna be able to see things quite clearly. But if you can hear the sound of my voice and you have a little bit of competency left or mind or the capacity in your mind to be able to just hear common sense and good rational thinking, then please by all means hit the subscribe button and continue to follow me, because I promise you, if you're trying to wake up and become more aware of what's going on around you to you, through you, inside of you, and all the above, then you have come to the right place. All right. The Queen of Quality Empire is where it's at. We're going to give it up. We're going to lay it down. We're going to do this thing. All right. We're not going to hold back from you because I just want everybody to win. But y'all got to understand there's rules to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you got to apply it. You can't just wait on it. You can't just expect it to come to you. And if you ain't putting no kind of nothing into it, man, your pocket's gonna keep producing that shit. And I ain't talking about no few $100s because just working to paying the bills, that's not living. All right. That ain't really living, and you ain't even got to be doing that. But that's a whole nother thing too. You want to know more about, what we learning about in the secret society. All right, the Queen of Quality Empire. Then go on over to the website, or either check out my QR code on my Facebook page. It's all on my website, and it should be pinned in my it'll be in my link somewhere in the description box. But anyway, click on the QR code or the link. Go on over to my one page, one stop shop, you know what I'm saying, spot where you can find all of my links and everywhere. And I actually got to add my booking link while I'm thinking about it because I didn't put that on there. But the link to book is on there as well. All the services and things that I cover and help you, to help you with or help you get established is all over there on that spot. All right, so I'm going to finish playing this recording and then I'm going to go ahead and get into it. All right. To get there, okay? And by getting there, I mean like take some action, moving forward, not staying stagnant. Your growth, your manifestations, and the things that are potentially worth the level of where you're at based on what you have proven yourself ready to receive and what you have proven yourself worthy of having thus far. All right. If you're not understanding the magnitude of what you have on the spiritual level, then you're limiting yourself to your understanding. All right. So I could never just chase the bag because that's not big enough. My aspirations and my dreams and goals are way bigger than that. They're huge compared to probably some people's. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that has to put that together and figure out how to make that happen. So even if the next person's desires or goals or dreams or aspirations, whatever the case is, even if they're not that major, you still are going to have to put in a level of commitment and dedication that you've never done before. And I'm telling you what I know from experience. So I'm just sharing, some nuggets and gold and jewels with you. Whatever you put into it is what you get out of it. I know for a fact what my shit's gonna pop like because I already know what I done poured into it. It's all it was waiting on was me to get ready to receive the next level by showing that I'm ready. And the way that you show that you're ready is by the effort that you put into the groundwork, the footwork, the foundation. All right? It's just like a baby. You're pregnant for 9 months, women. You take care of it. You nurse yourself. You eat right. You make sure you tiptoe around when you walk. You don't want to walk too hard. You don't want to, fall. You don't want to, have any accidents. You're very careful about, what you eat, the medicines you take, and the things you do, people you around, all kind of things. When you're getting ready to achieve another level, you want something more than what you have right now. You're really trying to reach for it, like you're reaching for the stars because you know you're supposed to be out there with them. You're going to have to make some sacrifices on some other levels to be able to prove that you're really ready for that level of advancement, all right? If you're trying to hang on to a lot of things that don't mean you no good, toxic situations, toxic people, negative situations, negative vibes or frequencies, negative environments that you're constantly around, negative mindsets, you know what I'm saying, negative behaviors, negative attitudes, negative egos, those type of things, you are going to find yourself having a hard time getting up out of where you're at. You're going to look up in another 3 or 4 years is going to be done past and you've lost time that you can't get back. I can't give you any money. But when I tell you knowledge is the new currency, because knowledge takes energy to learn, and energy is currency. It converts. It has the highest conversion rate ever. And I didn't even have to do any research and development to put this piece of the puzzle together. When you know you grow. When you grow, you can get whatever it is that you want. You sprout out and you start reaching for the stars. You start stretching out towards the sun. Your roots start getting penetrated with the natural vitamins and the things that it needs to flourish. Okay, you got to get outside. You got to stand on the ground. You got to be ready to receive. You need to balance your ions out. It's not just about wearing stones. You can't wear enough stones, and you can't pray enough, on the magic carpet, to Allah. You can't. You gotta do it yourself, like literally. And I tell you what, even if you stopped praying to something outside of yourself, you will still experience the same level of success, if not more. I guarantee it. I guarantee if you start believing in yourself, you'll start experiencing another level of success. It's amazing. And I haven't even reached the peak. And this next phase is going to magnify 10 times, because that's what I'm manifesting this time. All the investment that I put into it is going to magnify at least 10 times. All right? It's going to 10x that thing. I got all the books, all the swag and sauce, and all the formulas and everything that I need. All right? I'm equipped for this next level of success. And it's cool because that's really what I wanted to be doing and where I wanted to be at around this time. You got to kind of make sure you give yourself enough time to grow. Make sure you give yourself enough time to be successful. Make sure you understand that this is not going to be an overnight situation. There is no overnight success. You have to actually put this shit into action. Like, you got to work for it. There is no overnight success. There is no coincidences. Everything happens that's supposed to happen because that's what's supposed to happen. It happens to you because it was meant to happen to you, because it was something that you were supposed to probably get out of that situation. It was something you were supposed to learn out of that situation. It was something in that situation that was supposed to make you grow. It was something in the situation that's supposed to make you understand and identify what it is, so that the next time it comes again, because it will come again, you know how to karate chop that thing and knock it out the ball part. Real. Okay, I'll just decide. The reason situations come is because your energy is attracting the frequencies that those situations are on. If you learn to get your frequencies in control and be more aware and mindful of the frequencies that you're emitting out into the universe that is made of a lot of electricity, including you, all right? Everything is energy and it's all connected. So you're emitting frequencies out into the universe that is causing. Let me back up a second. Let me do this one more time. All right, so this is where I'm going to take over. All right, so check this out. The frequencies that you emit out are going to be the result, and they're going to be the manifestation of what you actually attract in. So what I mean by that is, it's obvious where people are at and how true their spirit is coming through their personality or the person that shows up, their persona. Because a lot of times people put on, okay? But being spiritually aware and awakening and having that third eye vision allows you to see things that you cannot see, or allows you to see things that everybody else can't see. And usually one of those things that you can see through is bullshit, all right? So for the most part, not saying that it's 100% foolproof, because you have some people that really are good with masking who they really are. and showing up like that. But I did another video where I showed y'all what deep fakes are and stuff like that. So you got to be aware of the tricks and the buffoonery that goes on social media, you know what I'm saying, and other places that you see visual images, digital images that come through, especially if you don't know the original source. All right. Now, I'm not saying like for me, I'm here, it's me, I'm recording. I'm not like a major production. I'm an independent situation. But what I'm speaking on is and I should have put my down. Hold on, let me see. What I'm speaking on is public media, popular opinion, hot topics, things like that. The frequencies that you put out, what you're going to get back in. So if you put out frequencies that are appearing that you're not so smart, you're going to get a lot of dumb shit coming your way. You're going to attract a lot of dumb shit. You're going to attract a lot of negative vibes, a lot of negative energy. If you put out frequencies that are positive, that are genuine, that are good, then you're going to get a lot of good shit. But let me just tell you something. It's not always, you don't always have to put out good vibes, because sometimes things are going to come for you and attack you that are not of a good vibe. All right. So you got to know how to be able to deal with the other vibes too. That's the negative energy. So that's why, like when people come with all of that, biblical literature and things like that to defend, you got to be able to decipher between the message in a lot of those scriptures, because you're going to miss out on exactly what it was telling you. All right. But it's just like a book with a lot of secret knowledge in it. You know what I'm saying? And even if you read it and don't have a spiritual eye, you're definitely going to miss a lot of what it's actually telling you, because most of the stuff in there, people don't realize it's symbolism. It didn't really happen. So you are one of the people that are easily fooled, and I could not compare myself to you when it comes to things like that, because I'm not going to allow them to continue to deceive my mind, you know what I'm saying, and trick me into being a slave to their system. That is one of the things that's the difference between just a regular, woman and a goddess energy. This is two totally different things. We're talking about the energy and the spirit that connects far beyond what this when this physical existence came into play. All right. We're talking about old souls, continued rebirthment of the original self. Okay. The aboriginal energy and the metaphysical energies and the extraterrestrial energies that exist within us. All right. So when I say goddess, I'm not talking about a trending topic. We are not the same. Understand that. All right. And the more you stick around and get to know me, the more you'll understand what I mean. It doesn't take long for people to see, you know what I'm saying? Well, this is not a nut swinging contest, and it's not here to, titty pop about who's got the biggest boobs on the block. This is about status. This is about position. This is about warfare. This is about rank. This is about authority. This is about establishment. All right. People are put in certain positions and places, and they have certain abilities because of who they are. Everybody's not always going to have that, and people have to understand and be okay with accepting that, including me. I have to accept the fact that not everybody around me is great. Everybody is not a go-getter. Everybody is not, ambitious. Everybody is not driven. Everybody's not, motivated to go above and beyond and be the greatest version of themselves. All right. And it's not about popularity or anything like that, because that's not the purpose of me speaking up and speaking out and telling people, you know what I'm saying? I teach, not preach. So I'm not here to try to persuade anybody. I'm just giving you knowledge and information so that you can take it and utilize it to exist, you know what I'm saying, and have a better situation going on, because I'm just passing on jewels, tips, knowledge, hacks, information, sauce, methods, whatever you want to call it, to help the next person. A lot of this stuff that I be speaking on, I could charge for it, but it's not costing me to help the next person, especially if somebody wants to help it. So I'm not even worried about who my message reaches or whatever, because I only focus on who it will reach when I know that there's people out there that are ready to receive and hear the type of stuff that I talk about. All right. Because it's going to resonate with spirit. It's not going to resonate with your physical ears. I'm not talking to the physical ears. I'm talking to the soul. You know what I'm saying? The soul. system within. All right, the solar being and the solar energy within inside of you. All right, and because my energy and my frequencies vibrate so high and so big, I don't have a choice but to connect, and my vibe doesn't have a choice but to attract my tribe. All right. So that's what you got to understand about this. If what I say resonates with you and what I say you like it and it sounds like music to your ears, that's because you're probably part of my tribe. You know what I'm saying? We have forgotten who we are, the original people and original creation of ourselves. So while we're here, we're supposed to be remembering who we are. All right. And that's the urgency. And that's the reason why my message is on the same shit from the beginning to the end. All right. On your throne. This is about empire buildings. Yes, queens, you need to get yourself together because you do not know who you are, right? You want to know what a God is? Look it up. The definition of it is the creator. Well, who creates life on this lovely earth that we have? Men can't have babies; they can't produce them naturally. They weren't built like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now I won't say that women were built. I would say women were created with something else beyond ourselves. But that's a whole nother conversation too. But if you do your research, it will show you who God is. A woman is created. A black ethnic woman is the creator of all mankind. All right, and that's scientifically been proven. So history started long before that picture of whoever they showed in the Bible that was supposed to be Adam and Eve. I don't know who those characters are, but I'm just telling you, you've been fooled. All right, I'm just gonna put it out there. So read the Bible with spiritual eyesight and spiritual understanding and spiritual perspective. People used to say that when I was young and I had no idea what they were talking about. But now that I'm older and I see things on a much more spiritual level, and I have taken the religious goggles off of my eyes that were blocking me from the truth. Now I understand exactly what's going on, and I can see a lot clearer now. All right. Now, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of ways that they work to keep you blind, keep you programmed, keep you fooled, and keep you unsuspecting and deceived within this matrix, this system that we're in. But like I said, even if you can't understand what I'm saying, even if it doesn't make sense to you right now, keep on listening because it takes a while for it to just kind of like marinate and resonate. You know what I'm saying? To the point that it starts making sense. But if you keep listening to me, the things that I'm saying will start to make more and more sense because my voice, my mindset, and the knowledge that I'm giving you will start allowing you to become more awakened and aware to the things that I'm telling you because you will see that they exist. All right. So that's what's going on. Like I said, the frequencies that you put out are going to always reflect what you're getting in. If you don't like the results that you're producing, change your frequencies. Change who you are, change how you act, change how you think, change how you what you accept, change how you allow people to treat you, change how you put yourself out there, change how you allow yourself to be easily accessible to people, change how you out there hoeing and thotting around, change how you out there using people and always trying to manipulate people, change how you are taking advantage of people and trying to commit yourself to situations that you know you're really not really 100% committed to and you have no plans on being committed to. Stop holding other people's lives up because you want to use and abuse them for your beneficial good in the moment. Start allowing other people to flourish and stop being that toxic energy that you talk about you don't want to deal with. But the whole time you're the same toxic energy and you're a reflection of yourself. All right. Understand the reason that you don't want to deal with that energy because you have come to understand that energy follows you everywhere. It's because that energy is you and you haven't figured out how to address that energy. So once you understand that you are the toxic energy that you're carrying around and that's not anybody outside of you, that is a reflection of you, then you will start to understand how to work and turn around that same exact dreadful existence and mediocre, meek, miserable mindset that you have. All right. Start encouraging yourself, empowering yourself by changing your mindset and your perspective with more positive thoughts and outlooks and experiences in life. And before you know it, your life will be totally changed and new. You'll be in a whole different space and you will come and thank me later. All right. But in the meantime, between time, if you haven't already, man, going over to the website at www.guidegoddessy.com. All right. For all of your merch, your products, and your contributions, donations, and stuff like that. The album is definitely coming soon. The max out date is February 22nd. I am 22nd of 2022. I am going to put that in the air. I'm going to put it out there. The album is done. I just need to finish up and clean up the product. All right. So that I can make it easily accessible and well worth the wait for those of you who's been asking me about it, who ready to get it. It's really, really hot. I'm really excited about it. I enjoy doing it. I'm going to put the visuals together for it. It's going to come together and it's going to be an amazing production. All right. Something I never done before, but hey, I'm just doing everything I want to do. Shit, I ain't worried about what anybody else is doing. I ain't worried about how they're doing it. I ain't worried about why they doing it. I ain't worried about if they doing it and who they doing it with. I ain't worried about what they getting behind what they're doing. I'm not worried about, none of those things, because all I want to see is the people that's doing it. That's the ones that I like to look at. That motivates me. It feeds my energy. And those are the frequencies and vibes that I like to connect with, that I like to receive into my system. Be mindful what you watch and what you pay attention to and what you constantly are looking at, because you're feeding yourself the bullshit. You're feeding yourself that dumb, lame brain mindset that won't allow you to get up out your situation. See, most people think that, oh, because I'm a certain age, or, either I can do this, I'm too young to do this, I'm too old to do this, I don't have enough knowledge to do this, I don't have enough experience. But you're sitting there wasting time thinking about those things that you are allowing to limit yourself from even experiencing. You don't even know if you can do it or not, because you haven't got up out the seat to go apply yourself. So you've already condemned yourself to fail before you even got started, because you accepted in your mind that you was a failure and that you was going to fail at it because you wasn't good enough, because you didn't have enough, because you don't know enough. If you don't know enough, go learn some more. Stop wasting time. You don't have to be taught by somebody else. You can allow yourself to learn how to learn. All you got to do is start picking up a book. If you can't read, get audio versions of files and contents that will help to get you the knowledge that you need. Listen to some audio books and things like that, man. There's so much free content on the internet. I was just telling my people the other day, like, man, if you're not learning on YouTube University, or She Boss University, or Queendom Quality Empire University, you are missing out, okay? Because it's a lot of hot knowledge on here, and it's going to take you far, all right? You got to know what to look for. You got to know how to look for it. You got to know how to find it. You got to know how to understand it, comprehend it, and execute it, all right? So these are parts of the process that most people don't think about. But it's not a lot to think about. You just need to think about it. It's just very simple, basic stuff, and you don't have to overcomplicate the process. I am here on this channel to help you understand that you can get through these things if you just start applying yourself. And I know sometimes that people always want to know, well, how do I do this? How do I do that? So I'm going to help you figure out how to do that. And I want you to make sure that you're giving me feedback on what it is that you need help with, so that I can provide the most accurate information for you and advice for you as well. All right. Once again, I am Giselle, the She Boss. I am the spiritual boss with the spiritual sauce. If you do not know me, check me out. You can follow me on all major platforms. I'm all over the place. Okay. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and I'm on WhatsApp. You can catch me on WhatsApp too. I'm on Clubhouse when I actively on Clubhouse right now. All right. And we are going to be definitely starting the podcast back up in 2022 for this information right here, the Queen of Quality Empire, right? So we're going global with it. We're going to take it out of the box, and we're going to do major things, all right? We're not going to limit ourselves to just the people that we know, the people around us, the people that we grew up with. Let's normalize getting outside of the city limits, all right? Let's normalize getting outside the city limits and doing it big, doing it major, doing it like it's supposed to be done. Put on a production. I mean, shit, when you show up, show out, because guess what? If you don't give them something to talk about, nobody's even going to remember you. All right. It's hard enough getting people to talk about you, but they only talk about you because you got on their radar. You know what I'm saying? Something about you stood out, whether it's good, bad, whatever. That's why they always say, like, any publicity is good publicity. But I just want you to understand that the way you show up and the way your frequencies do come through. You know what I'm saying? What you project is what you attract. I can tell by what you got going on, by what you're attracting. When you're attracting bullshit, I know you got bullshit going on within you. All right. But remember that the God body and that God energy is in you, it's not on you. All of us are not connected because we are not all goddesses and we are not all gods. Some of us are just, mere mortals. But it may be because your energy and your pineal glands have not been tapped into. Some of us are out here receiving our powers daily. We're powering up, we're charging up. You know what I'm saying? Ever since last year when that Lionsgate portal opened up. So y'all know what's going on if y'all know it. And listen, I'm gonna do a video about this too, man, because if y'all been hearing ringing in your ears lately and you're, spiritually inclined, or you consider yourself a little bit awakened and in tune, in touch with sources of energy beyond your physical limitations and capacities, then please, please, please make sure you drop a comment down below. Go on over to the website, sign up for the email list, tap in, reach out, let me know that you got something going on, because I believe that we're supposed to be connecting. I think that our originators are trying to contact us and let us know that they're getting close. All right, some things are about to change. I don't know what it is, but intuition tells me, spirit tells me, ancestors tell me that things are about to go global, but they're about to go digital too. All right. And I mean digital as in down and digital as in metaverse. All right. I gotta adjust my own crown, man. This is it. Okay. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, over on the website, I got us, man. We got all kind of products for you all. Get your sea moss, your sage. You can get your grinders if you need neutralizing spray. You know what I'm saying, for those aromas, those herbal essences of aromas. All right. And going over to www.sheboss21inc.com if you would like to pre-register for the spiritual boss coaching experience. All right, this is a 12-week program that is going to be coming up. We're going to be doing an intensive. We're focusing on personal, professional, and spiritual development. This is the top tier, knock the ball out the park, ladies. We're going to get you together, turning the girls into goddesses and so on and so forth. All right. But no, this is for you all. Like I said, the women of color in business that are trying to, or that are aspiring to tap into their spiritual side. Being a spiritual boss is a different kind of situation, and it contains a different kind of spirit. It requires a different type of responsibility, and it is a different type of position. All right, it's a position of stature, of astuteness. Okay, and it is a position of, girl, get your shit together, because you got shit to do and you ain't got time, or you can't afford to get no slack in. All right, you got to keep going, you got to stay strong, you just got to keep pushing, and you got to pipe it up. All right, at the same damn time. All right, so the time is now. The setting is on go. All right, we're setting on go for the next year. We're working on magnifying our manifestations in 2022. If you haven't already, go ahead and go on over to my other YouTube channel at She Boss Talks. That's SHIIBOSSTALKZ, man. Join that 9-day self-help self-check challenge. Get yourself together. I know that it's something within you that you need to work on. And if you just get those one or two things in line, then everything else will take off. Stop holding yourself up. A lot of times we're our biggest obstacle and our worst procrastinator. We are the reason that we are not where we want to be at. Nothing else outside of you is stopping you from becoming who you need to be. That is you. All right. So I need you to understand that the sooner you take accountability for what it is that you need to do, the sooner you will see the manifestations and the magic of your harvest. All right. You'll see you'll see the benefits. But if you don't plant the seeds, there won't be anything to grow. Become a farmer quick. Go ahead and plant the seeds of success today. All right, get started. Don't wait and don't delay. As always, I speak nothing but infinite blessings and abundance on your life, your wealth, your health, your community, your existence, and your love. I hope that I brought some type of value, some knowledge, some information that you could use. All right. I aspire to inspire the great, not the hate. Go out and tell somebody today about what we talked about. Don't keep all the important knowledge, wealth, and health to yourself. The idea is to get it, learn it, do it, apply it, achieve it, and then pass it on to somebody else. All right, so they could do the same thing. We need to start creating processes that create processes that create processes. Once people start pushing that energy out and flowing that energy out to other people and shooting it out, and we start sparking up these fires and reconnecting these wires and getting some real new regenerated real energy and power flowing through our circles, our communities, our families, our units, you know what I'm saying, our friends, whatever the case is, our communities, I think I said communities, our groups, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. We need to start pushing out the power to other people. Once you get the power, you want to push it out. It's not going to be any good if you just keep it all to yourself. This is an effort that is in vain if you keep it all to yourself. All right. I'm not saying give out your sauce for free. You charge for services, but the sauce that you are giving out, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. The knowledge that you are giving out is for free. The sauce that you give out, the sauce is going to cost. All right. So that she bought sauce is going to cost, but the knowledge is free. All right. So that's why you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because I just drop out kind of $1 million worth of game, you know what I'm saying, jewels, tips, and tricks. But this Queen of Quality here is for my queens, my goddesses that are on the right track to getting themselves right and trying to achieve the next level of success. We are creating generational wealth. We are having millionaire mindsets. We are doing practicing billionaire behavior. All right. We are on our Queen of Quality empire building bullshit. All right. Listen, man, this mission right here, this movement is not for the weak. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that straight. I'm gonna give a disclaimer. If you are somebody who are a quitter, you are somebody who is a talker, you are somebody who are a bullshitter, you are somebody who is a capper, you are somebody who is a fraud, you are somebody who is a leech, you are somebody who is a swagger jacker, you know what I'm saying? You're somebody that be trying to coat ride and all that other shit. This ain't the move for you, man. Everybody that comes over here to this team and on this side, the winners table, they're gonna have to bring their own weight. You're gonna have to come with some type of benefits. You're gonna have to come with some type of knowledge. I don't even want to be associated with anybody who doesn't have anything to bring to the table. So if you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, we're not gonna be socializing on a social level. All right. The only thing I could do for you at this point is to help you to get yourself in order to step your game up to the level where you desire to be. Otherwise, I can't fraternize and procrastinate and chop it up with you and kick the bullshit, because we're clearly not on the same path. All right. And that's not it's not any shade. It's not any hate. It ain't nothing like that. It's just that sometimes you got to realize when you're outgrowing other people, or when y'all growing apart, where y'all going in separate ways, and realize that that's okay. You're not going to be losing out just because you lose people. The worst thing you could do is lose yourself in a relationship or a situationship that's not even in your best interest. All right. So make sure that the people that you're dealing with, whether it's a partner, whether it's your mama, with your daddy, your child, your friend, whoever the case is, your spouse, your wife, your husband, whatever the case is, make sure that the people around you are pumping powerful magnetic and electric frequencies, high vibes and frequencies into your system. Make sure they're not draining your energy and your frequencies and sucking the life out of you. All right. Because it's going to leave you unstuck. It's going to leave you unfucked, and it's going to leave you fucked up. And they're going to be going on doing their thing, celebrating their wins, and, you know what I'm saying, surviving off somebody else's energy because somebody else is out there willing to give it to them. That doesn't realize that they got it within them to give to themselves. All right. So I am Giselle the She-Boss. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this message. Once again, subscribe. Follow me on all my other platforms. And if you would like to donate to me, only accepting Zelle. I can't do Cash App. So you would like the Zelle, the movement in the business, because I am an independent producer and production company, then you can definitely Zelle the business at Queendom Quality Inc. Inc. at gmail.com. Excuse me. That's Queendom Quality Inc. at gmail.com. All right. So thank y'all so much for y'all motivation, encouragement, support, and thank you for the wait. All right. Promise you I'm showing up full force this year. Sometimes it gets hard, but you just got to keep pushing. I'm tired, but I love it. All right. It's bittersweet sometimes. You got to enjoy it, but you also got to take time, make sure you balance yourself out. Don't just work on your business, work on yourself, and work on your spirituality as well. Trust me, it'll take you farther than anything else. Love y'all. Till we meet again. Ashe.